How wonderful would it be if we would come to love ourselves the way we are? How would it make life easier if we could navigate daily challenges with a clear mind and heart? How marvelous can it be to have genuine confidence after accepting ourselves with all our flaws? If you think so, why don't you start keeping a diary? Those who keep a diary can develop a deeper understanding of themselves, stay calm and balanced, and even get smarter and kinder. Journaling gives us strength to get over the challenge we face now, and it is also the greatest gift for our future selves. What is so wonderful about keeping a diary? To maximize its effect, what should be in mind when journaling? Thinking is writing. If you are just going back and forth between thoughts and feelings in your mind, without writing them down, you are not actually thinking. The workspace of our consciousness is very small. You can only bring up one idea or feeling on the stage of our thought. Once a new idea is on the stage, the previous one is already off the stage, preventing us from comparing and arranging different thoughts and feelings. Consequently, we cannot leap to the next idea by building on the previous one. This is the very reason we have to write them down on paper. Let's use mathematics as an example. Solving complex calculations mentally is difficult, because our working memory has a limited capacity. Solving 631 times 5 is a bit troublesome, because you have to retain the result of 600 times 5, while computing 31 times 5, until you sum up these calculations. But calculating on paper is a lot easier, because you can extend your working memory onto an external memory. Likewise, when you write down your issue, concern, or anxiety on paper, you can clear up your mental workspace and create a room to proceed with thoughts. In addition, writing requires verbalizing your thoughts and feelings, even if they are vague and ambiguous. What was once unclear turns into something you can see and deal with. Just sitting down and wandering around different thoughts will not bring about solutions. It is only by writing them down that we can constructively face challenges and concerns. Keeping a diary is a very effective tool to organize your thoughts and deal with emotions, but you need to have the following two things in your mind. First, be honest with yourself. It means writing down even negative emotions and your personal failure as they are. You may hesitate to record negative thoughts. Yet, addressing your concerns or anxieties begins with bringing them out of your mind, and the best way to do this is by writing them down with honesty. Turning a blind eye will never solve the problem. Second, carefully choose the words that best express your feelings. Verbalizing your thoughts and feelings more or less entails distortion. To minimize distortion, you should take time to choose the most fitting words. Let's say you are writing about the time you got annoyed by your supervisor's remarks at work. It would be better to describe the situation as it is, without concealing and blurring it. If you reflect on the experience, you might come to realize that you felt more frustrated and exhausted than annoyed and irritated, because you felt the boss doesn't have any respect for all the efforts you had made. The more you write honestly and accurately, the better you can deal with it. Furthermore, it develops a sense of self-acceptance. No one is perfect. What matters is to recognize your weakness and come to love yourself as a whole, including your flaws and strengths. Write honestly and think constructively about your actions and behavior, then you will develop an authentic self-confidence. You are going to write about anything in your diary, including negative things, so nobody is supposed to read it. However, there is an exception. Your diary has a single exclusive reader, your future self. When keeping a diary, be reminded that you are writing for yourself in the future. If you write without a reader in mind, your diary may end up a boring list of events or an outlet for unfiltered emotions. Expecting a reader motivates you to write clearly, reflectively, and constructively. In addition, you can bring the perspective of your future self the very moment you are writing. In other words, you can take a step back and observe your current thoughts and feelings from an objective viewpoint, saying, "How will my future self evaluate this event?" As a result, you are more likely to make rational decisions. To give more specific advice, a diary should be a record of what you thought and what you felt, and you write about what you did and what happened to you, so that your future self can make sense of the context of the written thoughts and feelings. For example, your future self will not be interested in the fact that you went out for dinner with your friend. Instead, you will want to know what you talked, felt, and thought. When you read it back a year later, you will be able to recall the joy of deepening friendship, or insights gained from the conversation. How delightful would it be? Your diary is going to be the greatest gift for your future self. Someday, you will read the diary entries you have written. Then you will find your honest and genuine feelings at a particular moment in the past, which is going to be a greater asset than anything else. Our thoughts, feelings, and values are constantly being overwritten. For example, your feelings about your partner from years ago are replaced by your current emotions, making it difficult to recall your past sentiments. However, if you keep a diary, you will see how your feelings have changed over the years, and understand how you arrived at your current emotions, gaining deeper self-awareness. Besides, journaling fosters your generosity to others. Those who keep a diary and occasionally read it back can recognize the process in which their current lives and values have shaped. They know that their past mistakes and embarrassing behaviors were necessary steps on the path of their growth. Therefore, when they see failure and immaturity of others, they can generously accept them, because they know they have also walked through such failure. Their generosity is rooted in their gratitude for all the experiences that have helped them grow, so they can naturally tolerate others' mistakes, and genuinely hope for their success in the future. Moreover, recognizing your growth path fosters significant self-confidence. In facing new challenges, you can envision yourself overcoming these obstacles and growing stronger, because you know you have done so before. Such confidence, clear self-understanding, and profound kindness are the greatest rewards, only bestowed upon those who have continuously kept a diary.